I've been in politics, for far too long to be overly sentimental about this kind of moment. However, I would of course like to pay a heartfelt tribute to the many colleagues and friends who've helped sustain me through my years as party leader, inside Parliament and outside.
Cheers, Charlie. Remember me? Here's a clue. Massive leap forwards. Huh? Everything was always a massive leap forwards for you, eh, Charlie? From local election to parish council victory. And I should know, the last 5 years I've been you. Well, I haven't. Typical bloody liberals, eh? Yeah, fuck it. Cut. You know, it's funny how these things get started. Bunch of us upstairs in a pub in Deptford, not far from where Chrissy Marlowe got stabbed. But you know how that feels, eh, Charlie? Anyway, every fourth Sunday we do a bunch of sketches. Surreal stuff, mostly. The odd song parody. Hardly ever touch politics, but when May comes along, the election just seems to go on and on forever, so we decided to give it a go. It was a rip-off of that Frost Report sketch. You know the one. I look up to him, but I look down on him. You know it, right? Come on, you must know it. You know, Ronnie Barker, Ronnie Corbett, John Cleese. Well, anyway, it was a rip-off of that. So, one cheap ginger wig later, and there's me being you, being Ronnie Corbett, if you see what I mean. The strange thing is that this is where the musical moment happens. Turns out there's actually an agent in the audience, and I'm exactly what he's looking for. So 2 days later, I'm not only signed up to a looky-likey agency, I'm also giving it large on Channel 5 with 2 other chancers who think they look a bit like William Hague and Tony Blair. I'll never forget my first line. The government likes to think the glass is half full. The opposition likes to think the glass is half empty. We Liberals wonder who spilt our drink. It's funny how these things follow you around, isn't it? Tell you a funny story. I have this friend. I'll call her Donna, because, well, that's her name. Now, for years, people have been shouting at her, die, 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 which, you know, they didn't want her dead. It's just, you know, she bore this uncanny resemblance to the Princess of Wales. And anyway, after years of apparent death threats, Donna takes the matter into her own hands, okay? She gets her hair cut like Di's, studies the Bashir interview, cocks her head to one side, and of course the work starts pouring in. So there she is, about to jet off on her first international campaign, and some Korean beer, you know, claiming it was fit for royalty. I swear the girl's sat in the departure lounge when the news comes through from Paris. And there's not many ways you can... There's not many ways you can cash in on a national tragedy, are there? Not unless she gets together with a John Peel look-alike for a séance or something. You're not filming this, are you? Oh, for fuck's sake! Fucking cut! Fucking cut! Charlie is my darling, my darling, my darling. Charlie is my darling, my darling. Charlie is my darling, my darling, my darling. Charlie is my darling, my darling. I mean, don't get me wrong, Charlie. I mean, Charles. Mr. Kennedy. Lord Ross of Backstabby. I knew it could never last, unlike Donna, who, you know, my God, you should have seen her. She was incredible. She was a dead spit. Forgive my pun. But you and me, let's face it, we were nothing alike, ever. I was always expecting a real Charles Kennedy-alike turn up, and then the jig, the gig, the wig, they'll all be up. But get this. No one ever did. I was number 1 in a field of 1. Forget the real alternative. I was the only name on the ballot paper. Fucking weird.
Have you any idea, Charlie? Have you the slightest notion of the things that I've done in your name? Whenever you refused to open a supermarket or a village fete or an off licence, they'd be on the phone. Get me Dave, they'd say. Yeah, remember that. It's Dave. There's a lot of work out there for a guy like me, being you. I've met them all, you know. Beckham, Elton, Marilyn. Well, not the real ones, obviously. At least not till the morning when the bills scream our secret identities from the foot of the stairs. There's no royalty checks for us, for our memoirs. No invites to appear on Have I Got News for You. Except maybe for Elton, but then they won't let him talk, so that's the quizmaster buggered. But me, well, I'm an actor. Are you listening to me? Are you What did I just say? This is fucking gold and you're missing it. Fuck it, cut. Oh yeah, I've done my bit of method, you know. Yeah, Stanislavski, an actor despairs. Never believed a word of it, to be honest with you. Always been much more of a learn your lines, don't put them into the furniture. Much more my speed.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So in around time and cue.
Still, I met and married my own Sarah, just like you, Charlie. Actually, that is her real name, Sarah. Professionally, she's Britain's leading Cherie Blair lookalike. That picture in the stage doesn't do her any justice at all. The thing is, Charlie, I began to become you. Or you became me, or something. When people started talking about ID cards, I'd take your part. I called for an end to tuition and top-up fees. I even refused a Japanese whiskey ad in case it embarrassed you. And that was without the wig. That's the kind of loyalty I had to you. To us. Now what? And then you resigned. Charlie, Charlie, Charlie. You could have been someone. You could have been a contender instead of just a Lib Dem. Still, I've got no right to complain. The wife's got a few years left in her, so they reckon. And like I say, I'm an actor. I've always got that to fall back on. So your time may be over, Charles, but Dave...
His time is still to come. He'll think of something, don't you worry about that. And when he does, it'll be now anything to do with you, you bastard. Is that my bottle you're supping? Get off it. Cut, cut.